How is opposition used to win chess endgames? Imagine two kings facing each other across a narrow corridor, each waiting for the other to make the first move. This simple setup is the foundation of a powerful idea in chess called opposition. Opposition is when two kings stand on the same rank, file, or diagonal with only one square between them. The player who does not move is said to have the opposition. This might sound small, but it is a key tool in winning endgames, especially when only kings and pawns are left on the board. The main goal of opposition is to control critical squares that decide who gets to advance or promote a pawn first. When you have the opposition, you can force your opponent's king to step back or move aside, giving you space to push your pawn forward. For example, if your king is directly in front of your opponent's king with one square in between, you can use opposition to make your opponent move away. This allows your king to enter important territory or support a pawn to reach the last rank. There are different types of opposition. The most common is direct opposition, where the kings face each other on the same line with one square in between. Distant opposition occurs when the kings are farther apart but separated by an odd number of squares, and the player not to move still holds the opposition. Diagonal opposition is when kings face each other diagonally with one square in between, adding a layer of complexity. Using opposition effectively means you can control the crucial squares that decide the outcome of the endgame. If you are trying to promote a pawn, having the opposition can clear the way. You can make your opponent's king step aside, giving your pawn a clear path to the last rank. Conversely, you can use opposition to prevent your opponent from supporting their own pawn's promotion. Timing is everything with opposition. You want to wait for your opponent to move first, forcing them to give up ground. This can allow your king to penetrate their position or support your pawn's march to promotion. It also teaches patience and precision, as you need to carefully plan your moves to maintain or gain opposition at the right moments. In minor piece endgames, opposition is just as important. When kings are maneuvering around a few remaining pieces, controlling space with opposition can tip the balance. It helps you restrict your opponent's king and make decisive moves. In king and pawn endgames, opposition often decides whether a pawn can be promoted or if the game will end in a draw. So, in simple terms, opposition is used to win in chess endgames by making your opponent's king give up space, allowing your king to move forward, support a pawn, or block the enemy's progress. Mastering opposition is a key part of endgame strategy and can turn small advantages into a victory. It's all about patience, timing, and knowing when to use this powerful tool to control the final phase of the game.